Hell yeah! You're watching The Dusty Show. Let's do it!
What's up, everybody? You are very wise to join me. Welcome to The Dusty Show, the greatest one-man show in the universe. And we got a big show for you guys tonight. Sometimes not shit happens on the weekend, but we had a girthy, wide weekend that's bound to leave you satisfied. So, hell yeah, how's everybody doing? Did you guys do anything productive this weekend? I did not. I was going to put out the new versions of my book, but then I was like, nobody gives a shit. Quit, Dusty, quit. So I'm going to quit on that until like the tools get better in the future where people actually give a shit. Right now, it's fine. And just took some time off, played some video games. I did, however, work on some new intros for the show. They're temporary. It's a work in progress. We'll see what happens. We're going to debut some of them tonight, get you guys feedback on it. But keep in mind, it's only temporary, as all things in life are. So hell yeah. As always, super chats are open. You guys know what the fuck happened before I get the super chats. Look at this shit. Look, I got a fucking scratch in my face. Fucking Luigi clawed my fucking face, y'all. It's a cute little motherfucker. And I was like, no, that's my moneymaker. I don't know what's on my hair right now, but no, don't fuck up my moneymaker. That's literally all I have. That's all I have. If I don't have this perfect 10 out of 10 face, what do I have? A genius level IQ? Sure. World-class sense of humor, better than any comedian alive? Of course. Giant penis? Yes. That goes without question. But other than all those things, and my humility, I forgot my humility. I'm very proud of how humble I am. Other than all that, what do I have except for my perfect face? Nothing. So the little fucking asshole, anyway, I'll be fine, I guess. I'll walk it off. And I still don't know what happens to my hair, but it's fine. It's all good. Anyway, perfectly patterned, as all things should be. Let's go ahead and get the show started, folks. As always, super chats are open. Somebody offered me $25,000 if I never ask for another super chat again. And I was like, okay, can I have $25,000, please? And they were like, no. And I was like, why'd you even say that then? Anyway, if you're out there, give me your money. But if not, super chats are the lifeblood of the show. No questions dodged, every question answered. You click the button over here, boom, it pops up, and then you donate money, and I'll read your words. That's how that works. And all right, cool. Let's go ahead and get the show off, folks. And y'all, guess what happened? All right. I guess I'll hold off on that for a second. I made a new intro for Chud Watch. You guys aren't going to fucking believe it. Anyway, but first off, I have another section I'm going to do called War. Good guy, y'all. What is it good for? So it's based off the thumbnail I made for this video. You know, it's the Green Goblin, but it's Zelensky riding the drones, bombing the shit out of Vladimir Putin. And so I made a little intro video for this using AI. And it sucks. This is terrible, but I'm going to show you guys anyway. So this is my intro for War. And yeah, there he is. That's the Green Goblin. And I don't know what's happening in this video. None of that's good. All of that's bad and wrong. And now I hate AI, okay? We're going to destroy humanity for this AI. Come on. Anyway, whatever. Let's go ahead and do it. And first off, I forgot to tell you guys something before I get to the war. All right, I'm going to tell you guys a little tip. So if you guys watched the last show, the show before last, I told you guys how to get 15 months of Google Gemini, which is, in my opinion, the best AI chat program for free. It worked. Everybody was like, this works. I was like, I know. I don't fucking lie. It worked, y'all. Anyway, I forgot to tell you guys. All right, so when you sign up for the Google Gemini, you get 10 monthly videos like I just showed you. That video I just showed you, that was Google Gemini, right? Actually, I lied. That was not Google Gemini. That video was clean. But anyway, the Jesus in the beginning, that was Google Gemini. It's the new big AI video program that you've seen everywhere. It looks real life. Anyway, you get 10 free ones per month with the thing that I showed you guys how to get. However, I'm going to teach you guys how to get even more. So Google Gemini has 2 separate websites that you can use to generate videos. And one of them is this one. Labs, Google, FX Tools, Flow, and you get another 10 a month for this one. It doubles your videos if you know how to do this one. So if you didn't get your 15 months of free Google Gemini, go watch the video for last, get it. And then here's the other website, boom. And I try to make some videos. I try to make a new intro for Trash World.
Trash World, everything sucks.
Yeah. Everything does suck all the time, especially this video. Fucking AI. Anyway, that's how you get more. And it's like $1,500 worth of free shit. Free that I taught you guys. So you're welcome, universe. And all right, let's go ahead and move along to the war. Good God, y'all. What is it good for? Zelensky's droning everybody. So apparently they're going to be studying this in war rooms for the rest of fucking history. What are the best attacks? Greatest attacks of all time, folks. Not going to believe this one. So anyway, $7 billion in damage they did. So Ukraine, I guess they planned for this drone strike for 1.5 years. 2,500 miles behind Russian lines. They launched this drone attack and destroyed all kinds of bombers, like bombers they use for nuclear weapons, bombers that they're using to bomb the fucking shit out of Ukraine. Incredibly successful. So we're going to take a look at 7 facts about Operation Spiderweb. First off, Ukraine's special forces spent 1.5 years preparing. I already told you guys that. Secondly, here's how they did it, folks. Special cargo containers were custom designed to conceal drones. The drones were hidden in wooden boxes mounted beneath the container roofs. Genius level shit here, folks. They're catching up with the IDF on their tactics here. And then what they did was they tricked Russian drivers into driving this shit deep into the heart of Russia. And then when they drove in the deeper heart of Russia, suddenly the roofs popped the fuck open and all these goddamn drones started flying out of the motherfuckers towards the military base and then flying right into the goddamn planes. Like I said, $7 billion. Apparently it's destroyed like 30% of their bombers. And guess how they pulled it off? You're never going to guess how they put it off, folks. They didn't tell Trump. That's how they did it. They would have told Trump. He would have immediately told Russia. Everybody would know. It's also afterwards, after these drones flew themselves out of these cargo containers, then like some James Bond shit, the cargo containers set themselves on fucking fire. It's like some Mission Impossible bullshit. This mission, should you choose to accept it, this mission was self-destruct. And the message did self-destruct. The whole fucking thing blew the fuck up. And also, the strikes hit 4 Russian airfields, damaging or destroying over 40 Russian aircraft, including A-50 surveillance plane, Tu-95s, and Tu-22M3 strategic bombers. The attack reportedly disabled 34% of Russia's strategic cruise missiles. So, gotta change warfare for all time. Now Russia gotta be worried about every goddamn container ship that comes in, every 18-wheeler that's carrying a load. Got to continuously put all these resources towards searching for this stuff. Be on high alert at all times. It helps like break the country down. Spread out their resources way thinner. Cause them to spend a lot of money on things they normally wouldn't spend money on. And genius shit. And apparently this is one of the greatest Russian defeats in modern history. Not just a blow, but a surgical strike against the core of the Russian long-range strike capability. And this is how you start a war, by crippling your enemy ability to wage it. And hopefully it's just the beginning. Hopefully they have lots of other plans in store. I heard they're going to make like 10 billion drones or some shit like that every year. But that's what I'm saying, folks. This is how they pulled it off. They kept Trump in the fucking dark. So, of course, MAGA is goddamn furious. Steve Bannon, Sloppy Steve out there demands that Trump pull all support for Ukraine because they didn't tell him. But, of course, they didn't tell him. Trump is a Russian agent, and especially people like Tulsi Gabbard running our CIA is a Russian agent. So they wanted to keep this a secret. So obviously you don't tell Russian stooge Trump, genius. Zelensky's a fucking genius. And Alex Jones out here almost crying, folks. NATO! Let me do Alex Jones first. NATO has officially attacked Russia in a desperate attempt to stop Trump's peace plan. This is totally insane. Trump must pull out of NATO now. So, cry more, bitch. Where's that heart attack we're all waiting for, fucking Alex Jones? You Ozempic bitch. Don't take Ozempic, anybody. Do as I say, not as I do. And what else we got? Oh, yeah, just to tell you how bad things going in America, though, folks. Guess who feels sorry for us right now? Ukraine! Ukraine is like, as an indication of the upside down we are now living in. A Ukrainian friend who lives in Kyiv, under the daily threat of aerial bombardment, reached out to me today and said, "Are you doing okay? I've been following the news about American universities, and it sounds bad." And it does sound bad. It sounds really fucking bad. I wish we had some cool drone strikes or some shit we could do to pull us out of this fall. But what you gonna do? Hey, we voted for it. Now we gotta face the consequences of our actions. And that is my war section for tonight. Hell yeah, Ukraine, go! The future's scary as shit, though. You know, eventually, today is the Ukraine, but tomorrow's gonna be some kind of terrorist attack or some shit. How you gonna combat it? No way you can combat all these fucking drones. The future is upon us, y'all. Fucking hair. Let's break out the powder, y'all. Boom, powder. Little powder here for here. Boom, there you go. That's how you do that shit. Fuck yeah. Styling. And all right, let's go ahead and move on, folks. I told you guys I made a new intro for the Chud Watch. I did it. Let's see what you guys think about this. Once again, it's a work in progress. Ladies and gentlemen, world premiere of the new theme and intro video to Chud Watch.
Chud Watch. Talking about Chud Watch. We talk about Chud's son and make fun of them.
Chud Watch, what do you think? Yeah, we did it. With new intro for everybody. Tacos for everybody. And first off, on tonight's Chud Watch, Trump finally jumping the shark, folks. I don't know how it took till now to jump the shark, but he did it, folks. Trump's now retweeting that Biden has a body double and he's a clone, y'all. Yeah, great. You hate it. That's music to my ears. I love your hatred. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to fucking play it again.
Chud Watch. Yeah. Talking about Chud Watch.
Everybody sing.
We talk about Chud's son.
Are going to say, I don't know the difference between Star Wars and Star Trek. But fuck all y'all, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. And anyway, Trump tweeting out, there is no Joe Biden. Joe Biden was executed in 2020. Biden clones, doubles, and robotic engineered soulless, mindless entities are what you see. Democrats don't know the difference. Yeah, we don't know the difference, folks. I'm so dumb that I don't think Joe Biden is a robotic clone. I'm dumb. I'm glad we have a fearless leader, super genius like Trump, to know this shit so we don't have to. Weird times we live in America. Real weird. And too much hair. What? I know you're talking about the spaceship, but still. And then the Trump man wants to take over the Library of Congress, and you might be thinking, hey, isn't the Library of Congress a separate branch of government? Yes, it is. But this is just the playbook to take over everything, complete control, all branches of government, 100% control of all education, all of the United States. He's a dictator, folks. Yep, the Trump White House has a new target in its campaign to expand executive power, the Library of Congress. Never mind the name, administration lawyers are now arguing that the main research library of the legislative branch doesn't actually belong to Congress at all. A legal push to claim the library as executive turf isn't a one-off. It's the latest move in a broader effort by the President Donald Trump and his administration to erase the traditional lines that separate the branches of government. So I ask God, otherwise known as ChatGPT, hey, how is this bad? That sounds like it'd be bad. What could he use the Library of Congress do to fuck us all up? And then it's like, no, that's not it. That's USAID. We're going to get to that. Here we go. How Trump takeover could undermine the Library of Congress. First off, the Congressional Library gives unbiased evidence-based reports to Congress. If Trump installs loyalists, the reports could become partisan. That's the whole point, y'all. right-wing talking points at all times for everybody. You can't have dissenting information anywhere in this country anymore. Censorship or erasure, a political appointee could suppress or alter historical records to suit a narrative, downplaying civil rights abuses or inflating certain presidential achievements. Yep, all of that. Copyright chaos, since the Library of Congress oversees copyright, partisan manipulation could weaponize IP law. Yep, only people that bribe Trump could be given patents and shit. 100% what he's going to do. He's going to use it to bilk every dime he can out of everybody. Staff purge and brain drain. Trump has shown a pattern of replacing career experts with loyalists. Doing this at the Library of Congress could mean losing decades of experience in archiving, research, and preservation, which is the whole point, folks. They're trying to drag us back into the dark ages, dumb down society, and also keep it to where we can't have any information that counters the right-wing narratives out there. So, full government takeover for Captain Taco. And it is not, I don't know what you're talking about, dumbest conspiracy theory period in history. Yep. But what do you expect? It's a trash country now. Embarrassing as shit. And then plenty of money for what Donald Trump wants to do. Hey, no money for cancer research or for school lunches or for, homeless people. But street repair costs from Trump's parade could cost $16 million. Hey, plenty of money for Trump's birthday party, y'all. Endless money. So Trump is just bleeding the carcass of America dry. Hey, when you kill a carcass, I've never hunted, but this is what I hear. You basically tie the back of his legs up, and then you pull it up in the air, and then you drain all the blood out of it before you harvest the meat. And that's what's happening to us right now. He slit our jugular. He's just bleeding us fucking dry, and good. This ain't bad, y'all, but this has to happen. Okay, America has to go bankrupt, and the quicker he bleeds America dry, the better it is for us to collapse and then rebuild from the fucking ashes. So it's good. I know it sounds terrible, but it's actually good that he's robbing this stupid asshole country blind. Couldn't have happened to a bigger bunch of fucking idiots. And this lady has a pretty good finger on the pulse of the level of corruption happening in our current government. Let's give her 90 seconds to explain it to us.
Donald Trump has now forgiven over $1.3 billion in debts owed to victims of white-collar crime using his pardon power. I'm Liz Oyer, the former pardon attorney for the Department of Justice. Donald Trump has been granting pardons to people who have defrauded and cheated others to get rich. The pardons have the effect of wiping out the legal obligation to repay the debt. Many of these people owe millions of dollars to their victims.
Yep. Literally does not give a shit about victims. Mr. Law and Order thinks you should go fuck yourself. They don't have any responsibility to pay back anybody that they conned and stole money from. Get fucked, America. He got his bribe from them. Suck a dick. That's the new Trump motto.
They include Trevor Milton, who stole over $600 million from investors in his business.
And pay Trump $1 million and you get to keep it all. You get out of jail. It's beautiful.
The Chrisleys, who owe over $22 million to banks that they defrauded.
Yep.
Michelle Fiore, who stole money from a police memorial fund and used it for plastic surgery. And Paul Walsack, who skimmed money off the top of his employees' paychecks and used it to buy a multi-million-dollar yacht. I'm keeping tabs on all of these. The full list is posted on my Substack. You can find it at lawyeroyer.com.
Yeah, but that's the whole fucking point. Abject corruption in this fucking banana republic we live in. But it's good. It's good, folks. This country has to be exposed for what it is to reach our necessary conclusion. And then it was reported that Trump hates the taco memes, which makes me love him anymore. There was a reason for President Donald Trump's particularly scathing response when a reporter asked him Wednesday about a new term coined about the president's tariffs. Taco, or Trump always chickens out. He had not yet heard the term. I thought he was online even more than I am. How did he not hear that? Anyway, he was mad. He was mad they didn't tell him about it. He was mad people making fun of him. So now he's trying to be a big bad Billy Badass. But yeah, they're trying to get us to stop saying it, folks. Stop calling Trump taco. And I agree with this gentleman.
All right, listen. Just stop with the taco bullshit, okay?
No.
No.
Absolutely not.
Uh-uh.
Negative.
Zero.
Nope.
No, thank you.
Fuck you for saying that.
Yes. Fuck
We're
off.
just getting started.
We are just getting started.
On everything you consider holy.
Yep.
No.
No, motherfucker, no. Never gonna stop. As long as it bothers him, we're gonna needle that motherfucker forever. And America, look deep into your soul. So I covered this in the last show. Apparently, Trump has hired this gentleman to create a database on all Americans. Yes, a dossier on each and every one of us, using AI to collect all of our data and make a file on us. So Santa Trump knows who's naughty and who's nice. And let's just take a look at the super genius that he hired to make a list for us all to collect all our data. It's super genius gay Republican Peter Thiel. And lest you think this man is not a genius, let's let him show you himself.
And to those who think this shooter is a hero, because
Luigi.
he did it because he said this healthcare executive was presiding over a healthcare system which kills thousands of Americans by denying them cover, what would you say to them?
Say words. Just say any words. Oh my God, say any words. This is the longest anyone has ever gone without talking.
I don't know what
You don't know anything.
what to say.
This guy billionaire, folks. Look, folks, billionaires are not fucking geniuses. They're just people that got goddamn lucky. Imagine this gentleman trying to do this show, covering all these subjects, talking these fast, trying to string sentences together. This show would take 15 goddamn hours. He would be Porky Pigging it all over this motherfucker. God damn it, the dumbest idiots are ruling us.
I still think you should try to make an argument, and I think this is you should, there may be things wrong with our healthcare system.
What?
But you have to make an argument, and you have to try to find a way to convince people and change it by that.
Great words, the best talkers. That's who's ruling us, all the geniuses, all the best people. So cool. I, for one, welcome our illiterate overlords, these non-talking motherfuckers. God damn it, we are doomed. And hey, listen, good news. I've been covering this story about all the law firms that bowed down to Trump. So Trump went after a bunch of law firms for no reason other than the fact that they took on left-wing clients. And they took on cases that he didn't like climate change and shit. So, of course, Mr. Lawfare, dirty trick scrub Trump, decided to use the force of the federal government to go after these people for no reason illegally. And instead of fighting back, they just caved and decided they would no longer take left-wing clients that Trump didn't like. And also, they donated like $400 million in free legal services to Donald Trump. So, super cool. Fuck everything about these people. Well, good news. Apparently, some of these law firms that came to Trump have been losing major clients. Some of the nation's top law firms that folded to Donald Trump's pressure campaign are now facing the fallout. At least 11 major companies are shifting legal work away from firms that struck deals with the Trump administration, instead turning towards those that stood their ground, the Wall Street Journal reported Sunday. General counsels at various companies told the newspaper they doubted whether firms that surrendered to Trump could still be relied upon to represent them in court or at the negotiation table if they couldn't stand up for themselves. Oracle, Morgan Stanley, Microsoft, and McDonald's are reportedly among the big names businesses to distance themselves from those legal firms. Oh, good. Bankrupt these motherfuckers. All you're going to be able to do for the rest of your life is pro bono work for the mushroom-cocked orange dictator. Learn to love it, you weak sacks of shit. Meanwhile, in the Trump government, cruelty is the whole fucking point, folks. All they're trying to do is humiliate trans people, because why wouldn't you do that? So these trans people, they served honorably for the United States government. They volunteered to protect America. If troops are the best among us, then why does being trans matter at all? How does that make any difference whatsoever? Well, it does when it's this awful bottom feeder society. So all they want to do is they want to shit on you for being trans. They want to make you feel like you're not welcome, like you're not a human, like you're not respected, just for meanness. Case in point, transgender military service members must come forward and voluntarily leave active duty service next week by June 6, according to the Defense Department guidance issued by Secretary Pete Kegsbreth. After that, the military is expected to begin involuntary separation for active duty trans service members who remain. One of the service branches, the Army, on Wednesday issued more guidance about how it will identify and interact with soldiers with gender dysphoria, according to documents obtained by CBS News. Although Kegsbreth has made formal assurances in February memo that transgender service member would be treated with dignity, their words mean nothing The Army's new internal directive to units instruct personnel to intentionally address transgender troops, even superior officers, in accordance with an individual's medical assignment birth rather than by their preferred pronouns. So you have to misgender them and dead name them, or else you're going to get in trouble with the military, or otherwise known as compelled speech. How is this not compelled speech? Remember Jordan Peterson made $100 million telling people, oh, Canada is going to make you call transgender people by their preferred pronouns. And if you don't do it, they're going to put you in prison. Oh, my God. If you even criticize a trans person for their clothing, they will put you in prison. It will be a hate crime. That's a perfect 10 out of 10 Jordan Peterson impersonation. Anyway, lies, and they were saying compelled speech. We are free speech absolutists. You can't compel people's speech. These motherfuckers absolute crickets about this. When there's real compelled speech, they don't actually give a shit, because always for fucking ever, they were about nothing. It was always about bigotry, not freedom of speech, not compelled speech. Hatred, that's conservatism 101, baby. Nobody's surprised at that. I was going to put this in the heroes category, but while we're talking about chuds, let's talk about Michael Jackson impersonator Caroline Levitt. This woman has her fucking number. Let's listen to her break it down.
Promoting American values, but most importantly, educating the next generation based on skills that we need in our economy and our society. Apprenticeships, electricians, plumbers. We need more of those in our country and less LGBTQ graduate majors from Harvard University.
But KK Caroline, you have a bachelor's degree in communications.
What?
You're not a plumber or an electrician. You have no skills. That's why you had to marry that old ass man, that real estate developer, your husband. Right? Like,
Granddad.
You needed a come up real bad. Not all comms degrees are useless, but yours is, okay? Right? And the timeline of your relationship is so interesting. Let's see. Engaged December 2023, baby born July 2024, and married January 2025, child out of wedlock. How very not conservative values of you. And ooh, he proposed after you got knocked up. I peep your game, girl. When you have no skill in this world, you have to work with what you got. But anyway, back to this comms degree that is not helping you out. Your degree is in talking, and you can't even do that. That's why you couldn't pronounce apprenticeship.
Apprenticeships.
Right. So I'm confused as to why you're passing all this judgment when you have your career, because you are white, blonde, racist, and full of filler, that Mar-a-Lago face coming at you fast. It's not because of anything that actually comes out of your mouth. It's because of what went into it. And I know you're not very bright, so yeah, I'm calling you a hypocritical whore.
This woman can out-talk me. Hell yeah. Go subscribe to Booker Squared over there on the TikTok. People are like, hey, why don't you put your videos on TikTok, Dusty? I tried, and they literally won't even let me do it. I put that last-minute video I made about the lesbian who was, like, talking in baby talk tongues, and wouldn't even let me put that on TikTok. So fuck TikTok, but go subscribe to that chick. She seems pretty good at the jibber-jabber. And then let's check in with the deportations and see how the new America is doing. This is in San Diego. Yay, America! Jackbooted thugs marching through our streets. It's a fucking war zone now, folks, in Trump's America. Yeah, the new normal. Round up the Browns, cancel the schools, genocide the kids, nominate the fools. Yeah, we're great now, folks, finally. Finally great. Took us long enough. And, did you guys hear about the Florida Highway Patrol that put out a guidance to their troopers that when they're working for ICE, they should hide their identity? Yeah, America!
Remove your nameplate when working with ICE. That is the message being sent to some Florida Highway Patrol troopers. An email shared with News 6 appears to show some Central Florida troopers have been given directions not to wear their name tags during future ICE operations.
Why?
This video shows more than 100 immigrants being arrested in Tallahassee yesterday with the help of Florida Highway Patrol. News 6's Catherine Silver is pressing for answers from FHP on the email and the operation.
It's one of the most recognizable law enforcement looks in the state, the Florida Highway Patrol's standard daily patrol uniform. But this email shared by a source with News 6 seems to direct troopers to take off their nameplates. It reads in part, "There has been a lot of activity and many recordings of us posted online when working with ICE. For officer safety, remove your name tag from your Class B uniforms only when working Operation Closeout."
Wonder why? Why are you trying to hide your identity if what you're doing is on the up and up? If you're trying to help society, if you're protecting and serving, why hide it? It's almost like you guys know you're evil as shit and you don't give a fuck. You're trying to drive this country right into the fucking ground, you goddamn traitors. I sure hope karma gets you guys. And this is how you stop them, though, folks. There are more of us than there are of them. They can hide, these fucking disgusting scumbag criminals, the worst among us, American traitors. You can hide. But there's definitely a lot of fucking us who will call you out. Case in point, all these heroes chased down these fucking scumbags and drove them out of their community as they try to round up the Browns.
Are you coming to the tree?
There you go. Get their ass. Get them. I don't know what the fuck this song is for. I wish it was just a regular audio, but I'll take what I can get. Back it up, back it up, back it up, back it up. I'm backing them right the fuck up out of town. Get to stepping. Fucking, you are the bad guys. That is why you're covering your face, right? It's very goddamn clear who the enemy is. Meanwhile, there is one group of people that America seems to be embracing with open arms, and I'm not really sure why. I can't put my finger on it. Crackers from Africa. Trump to admit thousands of Afrikaners. The Trump administration hopes to begin taking in thousands of Afrikaner refugees from South Africa. I wish I knew why. Why? That's racism, folks. It's all racism. Always has been. There's no economic argument that can be made for this because it's bad for the economy by every goddamn metric. It's all simply about rounding up the Browns because we're scared we're losing our white supremacist stranglehold in this fucking country, which we're not, but still. And let's check with the economy, folks. Apparently, the EU is ready to impose retaliatory tariffs. Sounds bad. The European Commission said it is prepared to impose retaliatory measures against U.S. President Donald Trump's latest threat on steel and aluminum tariffs. We strongly regret the announced increase of U.S. tariffs on steel imports by 25% to 50%, the EU executive said on Saturday in an email statement. This decision adds further uncertainty to the global economy and increased costs for consumers and businesses on both sides of the Atlantic. Yep. And the stock market was down again today. We still are negative growth for the last 6 months. Seems bad, MAGA. Man, I wish you guys cared about anything, but you don't. So, And then, folks, let's check in with the super genius brain trust behind right-wing influencers on Twitter. Case in point, Cantor, one of the most popular MAGA influencers in the world, who's letting us all know, if tariffs were taxes, then the name tariffs wouldn't need to exist. You just call them taxes. Oh, my God. He's got us. Oh, my fucking God. How can I possibly come back for this? Oh, wait a minute. If eagles were a type of bird, then we wouldn't need the name eagles, would we? Yeah, think about it. Hey, if a Ford Pinto was a type of car, then what we need the word car for? Huh? How do types of things work? I am very smart. Just good God, we are doomed to shit. I guarantee he got 1 million fucking likes. This guy's making about $1 million a year posting shit like this on Twitter. It's a society that is too stupid not to collapse. And then they asked Shady Vance, we had a shrinking economy for the first time in 3 years. Everybody's saying it's because of the tariffs. We all know it's because of the tariffs. The tariffs, dummy. It's the fucking tariffs. Let's see if he owns up to it and takes responsibility. And we all know he's a conservative, so he's gonna.
The economy shrank. First time in 3 years. People are pointing to the tariff policy.
Let's try it louder.
People looking at their 401ks that
One more time.
The economy shrank.
It did.
First time in 3 years.
Right, it did.
People are pointing to the tariff policy.
Yep, that's why.
There are people looking at their 401ks that are worried. What do you tell them? Is this going to work?
So the first thing is, when you talk about the economy, this is Joe Biden's economy.
It's Joe Biden's economy, which only makes all this shit worse because the economy's down because of uncertainty. And when the people running the economy won't take any fucking responsibility, when everybody knows it's the tariffs, and yet they refuse to take responsibility, it just makes things more uncertain. But that's conservatism 101. They tell you to take responsibility. They tell you to stand up for what you believe. They tell you the buck stops here, and then never fucking do it, and support only people who never fucking do it. Because they are the people of fucking nothing. That's why you don't argue with them. You just block and move on with your life. And let's check in with China and see how the tariffs are affecting China.
Hello from China. So
Hello.
I'm in a grocery store right now, and I wanted to show you how the American tariffs are affecting Chinese customers. So it's gonna get some beef for dinner tonight, and I saw this. So what used to be here is American beef, but now, as you can see, it says Australian beef. And I did look around. I couldn't find one single pack of beef from America. So I guess China just stopped buying beef from America,
Seems
and
bad.
it went straight to Australia. So the whole idea is China is hurting because of the American tariffs. Well, they're not, because they're not as dependent on the U.S. In fact, only 18% of Chinese imports come from America. And for stuff like beef and soy, they can just go somewhere else easily. So I guess I'm having Australian beef for dinner tonight instead of American beef. And honestly, because of the food quality, I probably trust Australian beef better. And this box of beef right here is 50 RMB, which is about $7 US. What? So to answer the question, China ain't hurting. And if anything, I think we're probably doing even better because now that we have better beef that tastes better and at a better price.
And they are never going back to American beef ever. And this is happening in every country. We're becoming a pariah state all around the world. And fucking good. Hey, we had a good run, folks. Is this good for America? No. Is it good for the rest of the world? Fuck yes. The less power America has, the better it is for the rest of the fucking world. So, sucks to be us. But good for the rest of y'all. And then let's check in with Texas and see how it's going over there. First off, apparently the Texas governor gets a bill to ban public school library books. Oh, goody, Texas. Legislators on Saturday gave final approval to a bill giving Texas parents and school boards a bigger role over what books students can access in public school libraries and creating new advisory councils to oversee the removal process. Yeah, it's a good old book burning. Woo! Freedom! Can't get any freer than Texas. And hey, let's check in with the people that sponsored this bill and see what kind of books that could be banned.
If we pass your bill, could Romeo and Juliet be banned because it mentions premarital sex, which someone might find, quote, against their local community values?
There may be some.
There may be some. Hey, Romeo and Juliet might have to get banned. What you gonna do? It's boring anyway. Everybody knows Shakespeare sucks ass.
Maybe some that, whether their own individual value system or their religious beliefs that could believe that.
If your answer to could Romeo and Juliet be banned, if your answer is anything other than of course not, then that's a serious problem.
I'm not advised on Romeo and Juliet.
Do you think...
I don't actually give a shit what they fucking ban. I just think Christians should be able to impose their beliefs on every goddamn body, and if you don't fucking like it, tough titty, said the kitty.
Prostitution is profane and inconsistent with community values?
I think that prostitution could be relayed in the context of whatever the work is before us in terms of a work of literature or content.
Under the language of your bill, profane and inconsistent with community values, Lonesome Dove, my favorite book, a Texas classic, could be banned because it includes references to prostitution in the Old West. Is that correct?
The community values or community standards of an individual community would dictate that.
So it is possible.
And again, it's possible, but
do you think the F word is grossly offensive language?
I do.
Under the language of your bill,
fuck you
The
then.
Catcher in the Rye, an American classic, could be banned because it includes more than 300 curse words, including the F word.
That could happen, yes.
That classic work of literature could be removed from libraries if we pass this bill.
Well, I think we're closing the door to some of the filth that we have heard read before our committee over the last 2 sessions.
No, such filth like Romeo and Juliet. Hey, you can't have kids thinking for themselves, all right? You can't have them reading whatever they want to. You have to protect them from information. So cool, Texas. And let's see what else they're banning in Texas this week. Oh, apparently They're banning LGBTQ student clubs. Yeah, hey, if you want to leave during lunchtime to go hang out with a youth pastor who's going to molest and rape the shit out of you, fucking Texas is fine with it. But how dare you get together with a group of your friends who are gay and have a student club banned? No freedom for you. So, yeah, folks, of course, the party of small government, hypocritical in every goddamn way. Everybody knows the more shit you ban, the freer you are. So free as shit, Texas. Just drink your gravy and fucking die, you idiots. Hey, Texas, please don't leave. Please stay right where the fuck you are. Go to Cracker Barrel, drink your gravy, have your heart attack, and fucking die. God damn it. Please just succeed from the union. We don't fucking want you or need you. You took Joe Rogan and he's a Christian now. Just shows you Texas ruins everything. Speaking of which, apparently in Texas, a cop searched license plates from 80,000 automatic license plate readers to try to find a woman who had an abortion. Yeah, hey, who had a Handmaid's Tale on your bingo card. Earlier this month, authorities in Texas performed a nationwide search of more than 83,000 automatic license plate readers, cameras, while looking for a woman who they said had a self-administered abortion, including cameras in states where abortion is legal, such as Washington and Illinois, according to multiple data sets obtained by 404 Media. On May 9th, an officer from the Johnson County Sheriff's Office in Texas searched flock cameras and gave the reason as had an abortion, searched for female, according to multiple sets of data. So, hooray, America! Woo! Like, honestly, I love Handmaid's Tale. I always wanted more episodes, and now all I gotta do is turn on the news. So, yay! We're finally great, y'all. Yikes. And then I showed you guys the clip in the last show of politician Joni Ernst, who was up at her town hall, and they were like, hey, if you cut Medicaid and Medicare, people are going to die. If you cut SNAP benefits, people are going to die. And she's like, everybody's gonna die. So basically, shut the fuck up. Let them eat cake. I don't give a fucking shit. Die, motherfuckers. Which, you know, has always been the Republican medical plan. If you get sick, die quickly. Anyway, she put out an apology video, which obviously, she's a conservative, wasn't an apology video. It was just an attempt to be an even bigger dickhead, to double down on how horrible she is. And yep, somehow they always manage to make it worse, folks. Here is the response to the outrage from her.
Hello, everyone.
Shut the fuck
I would
up.
like to take this opportunity to sincerely apologize for a statement that I made yesterday at my town hall. See, I was in the process of answering a question that had been asked by an audience member when a woman who was extremely distraught screamed out from the back corner of the auditorium, "People are going to die." And I made an incorrect assumption that everyone in the auditorium understood that, yes, we are all going to perish from this earth. So I apologize. And I'm really, really glad that I did not have to bring up the subject of the tooth fairy as well. But for those that would like to see eternal and everlasting life, I encourage you to embrace my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, she brought Jesus into it. Hell yeah. Hey, don't blame Jesus for this shit, but showed you the love of Christ. No, obviously, the reason they're upset is because they're saying, hey, if you cut these benefits, people are going to die early. Not that they're going to die ever. Obviously, everybody knows we're going to die, but they would die early and needlessly. So she's pretending like she didn't get their point in order to belittle people for calling her out for her abject cruelty. But that's the fucking point. The cruelty is the point. This woman does not believe that your vote matters. It's very clear, folks. Now, whether it does or not, I don't know, but they definitely don't think it does. So democracy to me seems to be fucking over. They seem pretty secure in their positions. I guess they know that no matter how much they talk down to you, no matter how awful they are, no matter how they work to kill you, they'll still get elected. So good, I guess. And then One more on the Chud Watch section. Same lady. Hates conservative assistance like food stamps and Medicaid for the poor, but this same woman, her family received $461,000 in farm subsidies because there's always plenty of money for them. Hey, they're going to be fine. She's going to have plenty of money to take care of her kids and her grandkids' medical bills because she sucked on the government tit. But if you get sick, then fuck you, die quick. That's her solution for you. Hey, and if you have a problem with it, she's just going to mock you and make fun of you because what the fuck are you going to do about it? And hey, that's a great question, America. What the fuck are you going to do about it? And that is my Chud Watch for this evening. Hell yeah! And Clo Luigi, I wish. They're just going to kill him twice. What's the point in that? What would Jesus do? Jesus would obviously let people starve and die from lack of medical care. Jesus never healed anybody for free. That's canon. Go read it. Yeah, she ain't really sorry, though. Just doubling down on the awful. That's what they always fucking do. So Christ-like. Yes! That is exactly why I'm not a Christian anymore. I am much more like Christ than you motherfuckers are. I've actually read his words. And yeah. Like the new Chud Watch song? Hell yeah, hey, if you like that one. Wait to get a load of the new Elon Musk intro. I did, folks! We've been without an Elon Musk intro for a couple months now. I promised after I got my book done, I was going to make another one. And promises made, promises kept. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the new President Elon intro. Let's fucking do it.
Elon, oh baby, this motherfucker gotta go. Yeah, 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 yeah.
Woo! That's it. Hey, Elon! Crashing and burning. And did you see? He had a shirt that said Ketamine King. Let's try it again.
Elon, oh baby, this motherfucker gotta go.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
yeah. Woo! And first off, on this week's Elon section, me not think he's protest too much, folks. Elon, this is a real tweet from Elon. Elon is like, I am not on ketamine, for fuck's sake. Let me do it more like him. I'm not ketamine, for fuck's sake. Yes, you are. Okay, no one has ever been on ketamine more than you. I know that's true from this message. Always a dirty fucking liar, Elon Musk. And you want to know who's in charge of our science in this country now? Some 20-year-old dickhead who calls himself Big Balls, I guess. Yes, 23-year-old Doige crypto bro kills science grant. This is how it works in this country anymore. This is how the brain drain works. It's all working as intended, folks. They want to dumb down the populace. They want to make the scientists, the doctors, the smartest among us flee the country so they have a zombified populace they can easily control. Picture this. You're a researcher who has spent years developing a grant proposal, gone through layers of expert reviews, and received National Science Foundation approval. Then some kid barely out of college whose main qualification appears to be founding a company that puts ads on the blockchain, logs into a Zoom meeting, pays more attention to his fingernails than the discussion, and kills your grant with a disinterested thumbs down. It's basically fucking Joffrey deciding what scientific advances we have in this country now. Welcome to Science Center Doige. This isn't hyperbole. It's exactly what prompted Alondra Nelson, a pioneering scholar at the intersection of tech, policy, and society, who led the Social Science Research Council and headed the Office of Science and Technology Policy under Biden, to publicly resign from both the National Science Foundation and the Library of Congress. Meet Zachariah Terrell dodges apparent authority on scientific merit. But but like I said, folks, this is a purposeful plan to destroy this country so they can more easily take it over and rule us. Now, if the country collapses, they're going to be fine. Donald Trump's already made $5 billion in the last 6 months. So yes, even though we have negative growth the last 6 months, even though we have a contraction for the first time in 3 years, they're going to be the most well-paid people in the history of this country. Donald Trump is going to end, I guarantee you, his first 4 years probably the richest man on the planet. He's going to make $1 trillion. He's going to be the first trillionaire. And good. I hope he does, folks. I hope Donald Trump has more money when all this is said and done than every American combined. That's what I fucking hope. Whatever it takes to wake this stupid society up. They probably won't, even if that happens, but still, at least America won't have money. At least it'll all be in Trump's hands, and the idiots in this fucking country will be poor and destitute, and that's what I'm rooting for. couldn't happen to a more deserving bunch of fucking idiots. And then, folks, did you guys see Bono from U2? I hate U2. U2 sucks, and Bono also sucks. He's a Zionist piece of fucking crap. But anyway, he did tell a little bit of truth about USAID. I like to call it US Aid, but that's not the right way to pronounce it. Anyway, before we get there, Political News Network on PBS points out just how many people have died because of Elon Musk defunding of USAID.
There's the folks at Boston University who count how many people have died because of what Doge did at USAID. And USAID was a very ill-managed organization. That's true. But according to the Boston University folks, so far 55,000 adults have died of AIDS in the 4 months since Trump was elected. 6,000 children are dead because of what Doge did. That's just PEPFAR, the HIV. You add them all up, that's 300,000 dead, and we're 4 months in. Now you accumulate that over 4 years, the number of dead grows very high. There are mass murderers in the world, Pol Pot, Mao Zedong, Stalin. We don't have anybody on the list for America. And I don't think it's the same as committing the kind of genocide they did. But by taking away that agency and being at least semi-responsible for the deaths of probably by the end of this hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people, that's Elon Musk's legacy. And the people who work at Tesla and SpaceX might want to think about that.
Yeah, the richest man in the world, not only doing Nazi salutes, but literally killing hundreds of thousands of people while he cuts cancer research. Also, he can have a bigger fucking tax cut. Because they're literally psychopaths rolling us, monsters, as evil as any serial killer that has ever fucking lived, just ruling us. These ghouls, these vampires, draining America goddamn dry, drop by fucking drop, and do it. Thank you for your service, Elon. Suck us dry, baby. I'm getting turned on a little bit. But then Bono went over to the Joe Rogan show and told a little truth. And then, so here's what happened. Maggots! They edited the video to make it look like Joe Rogan, Captain Thumb, was disagreeing, calling out, owning Bono, but they actually cut the clip off before they showed how Joe Rogan was actually agreeing with him. So I'm going to play the clip that Chud's put out, and then I'll play the whole clip.
Just recent report. It's not proven, but the surveillance enough suggests 300,000 people have already died from just this cut off, this hard cut of USAID. So there's food rotting in boats, in warehouses. There is this will fuck you off. You will not be happy. No American will. But there is, I think it's 50,000 tons of food.
Okay, I just got really bored, so I'm not going to play any of that. Fuck Joe Rogan. All right, let's move on. And then Elon, cowardly custard, can't cut the mustard. What a spineless sack of shit. So this motherfucker, even according to his own AI chat program, Grok, is the biggest spreader of misinformation on the planet. All he does is spread right-wing fucking lies all day long. He gave nearly $300 million to Donald Trump. He is the one that primarily helped Donald Trump get elected. Other than that, he's been spending tens of millions of dollars on other political races, doing everything he can to destroy our society, to destroy our democracy, to meddle in our elections. So, of course, he doesn't want to fucking talk about it. He doesn't want to be asked any questions about it. The damage is already fucking done. So he wants to run and hide from any responsibility. This is conservatism 101. Zero responsibility from these motherfuckers. Let's have a look.
But the interview didn't get off to a smooth start.
I noticed that all of your businesses involve a lot of components, a lot of parts. Do the tariffs and the trade wars affect any of this?
Tariffs always affect things a little bit.
Wondering what your thought is on the ban on foreign students, the proposal. I mean, you were one of those kids, right?
Yeah, I think we want to stick to, the subject of the day, which is like spaceships, as opposed to,
I'm responsible for this. I helped this guy get elected who's actually fucking kids over, who came to the country on exactly the same shit that I did. But I'm going to pull up the ladder after me and not answer any fucking questions because I'm a weak, pathetic sack of shit.
Policy.
Oh, okay. I was told anything's good, but
No, well...
No. Nah. You can't ask me questions. Nah. I'm just going to meddle in your government, fuck everything up, and not take any responsibility. And he even says outright, folks, he refuses to take any responsibility. Just listen to this shit.
And because then it creates a bone of contention. So then I'm a little stuck in a bind where I'm like, well, I don't want to, speak out against the administration, but I don't want to... I also don't want to take responsibility for everything the administration's doing.
Yeah, hey, I paid $300 million to get these motherfuckers in office. Yes, I am 100% responsible for the shit they are doing, but I don't want to take any responsibility, so I don't. And this is conservatism 101. Cause the problem, blame everybody else for the fucking problem, no responsibility, and then go out there and tell everybody, take responsibility for your actions, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. Just good God, fuck these people. Holy God, I wish I could say about this motherfucker what I want to say, but I can't. And then, folks, this normally would go in the Beyond Parody section, but since I'm talking about Elon Musk, he literally got a participation trophy from Donald Trump. Can't make this fucking shit up. So, yes, you got thrown on the bus for all the terrible, stupid shit you did at Deutsche, your killing of hundreds of thousands of people, your dismantling of the government. So as a little Cupid doll prize, a consolation prize, Donald Trump gives him the key to America.
A little special something we have here.
Thank you.
A very special.
So special.
That I give to very special people.
So special.
I have given it to some.
A lot.
But it goes to very special people.
A lot of people.
I thought I'd give it to Elon as a presentation from our country.
Thank you.
Thank you, Elon.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thank you. Thank you for this little tchotchke. Thank you for this plastic piece of shit that cost $2. Thank you. Folks, I am not shitting you. This is a plastic key that they printed the Reddit logo on. It literally has the Reddit logo printed on it. A little alien.
The luck of this is amazing.
Large luck.
Well, let me say perhaps a few.
Yeah, consolation prize, unless you doubt that this is a participation trophy. I have this key. I'm not joking. Bro put a Reddit logo on like a $2 novelty item. And it's 100% the same key. Look at that shit. That's the key. Look, that's the key. And the key, yes, folks, they put a Reddit logo on it. Can't make this fucking shit up. What a ridiculous country. But hey, what do you get the richest man in the world? A plastic nothing with the Reddit logo on it, I guess. That's the answer to that question. They still believe that they're getting Deutsche checks. These fucking morons. I have people ask me, Dusty, is Elon really going to give people $5,000 because of all the money Deutsche saved? And I was like, oh my God, no, of course not. Come on. That's never going to fucking happen. But this is why we can have nice things, folks. These fucking brain dead losers are still waiting for their check from Elon Musk. Case in point, this brain genius.
I think only the people that voted for Donald Trump should get whatever money that he's going to give back to us.
I agree. I 100% agree. In fact, I think that you should get 10 times the money that Elon Musk is going to cut you in checks. That's just my fucking opinion. But also, here's what I think. All right, it goes both ways. I think only people that voted for Donald Trump should have to pay for the tariffs. All right, I think only people that voted for Donald Trump should have to pay for the tax increases that he's putting on the middle class. Okay, that's what I think. But also, 10 times the amount of money that Deutsche is going to get you, you get to keep. What do you say? Deal? Deal?
Y'all don't deserve it.
I don't.
Liberals don't deserve the money. The way you guys have been acting a fool and acting the way you've been acting and saying the shit you've been saying about Elon and saying the stuff you've been saying about Donald Trump, you don't deserve a dime.
I don't deserve
not one dime.
Not one dime. I don't deserve one single dime. So multiply whatever she gets times 10, y'all. What is 10 times 0? I don't know. Multiply by 10, divide by 10, whatever. Pretty sure it's the same thing in the long run. And Trump seeks $1 billion for private sector-led human missions to Mars. Or an alternative headline, Trump seeks $1 billion to give to Elon Musk because Elon Musk gave him $300 million. This is how corruption works, folks. What a return on investment Elon Musk has got. Holy shit. Nobody in history has ever spent a better $300 million than Elon Musk spent. Just the absolute corruption right in our face in the light of day. They ain't trying to fucking hide it. And this is where the money's going to, folks. Company towns. So hard to believe this is all happening in real time. I wrote this in my book, the #1 bestseller book, Simulation Theory by Dusty Smith, which so many people are telling me is the best book ever written. So many folks who are real are telling me best book ever. Anyway, in my book, there are plantation towns that are owned by the oligarchs, the super wealthy, and generation of people work in these plantation towns. This is what they're setting up, folks. Elon Musk has already bought his town, and now they're getting a loan from SpaceX for the town because it's a company town. Texas, newest city, had liftoff this week. Starbase city leaders were sworn in Thursday and appointed a city manager. On Friday, they met again to approve a loan requested to help fund the city until tax dollars trickle in an early sign that reaffirms just how entwined the South Texas city is with Elon Musk's SpaceX. The city is seeking a loan from the space company, not a bank. Known as a tax revenue anticipation note, Starbase is asking for a short-term loan of $1.5 million from SpaceX, the space exploration company that employs the majority of the city's estimated 500 residents. So, yay! Company towns, feudalism, it's back, baby! Not that it ever went anywhere, but coming to a future near you, even though my book, not very accurate, because they would have company towns if they needed it, but they're not actually going to need it because after this generation, robots are going to take all our fucking jobs, so they don't need your fucking stupid-ass kids to build their machines anymore. So I guess just, eat your cat food and die or whatever. Fucking idiots. And one more, last but not least, on the President Elon section. You guys know that Elon Musk is poisoning Memphis? Memphis is not that far from here. It's like an hour away. And he built his AI headquarters for Grok in Memphis, and basically they're running the entire thing off like these gas generators. They're polluting the neighborhoods so bad that people are basically documenting how horrible it's getting. Let's have a look.
Sometimes the most shocking corporate misconduct is hidden in plain sight, invisible to the naked eye.
What is happening here will swallow up our world if we don't stop it right here, right now.
Looking back, there was an early clue that the world's richest man was up to something here.
It's just like, why is Elon Musk coming to Memphis?
The people of Memphis...
Because that's where the poorest people are. That's where he can take advantage of you. That's where he can just kill you off. He can kill off... It's mostly black, of course. And that's where he could just abuse you and make you guys get cancer and black lung and smog. And he knows that fewer people are going to care about you because you are black. And we do live in a white supremacist society. So he's more likely to get away with it, right? We all know the answer to this.
Soon found out.
Now Elon Musk is coming to Memphis to build the world's largest supercomputer.
A year later, we here because we need people here want answers.
Hey, don't blame all of y'all for this. I'm for like nuclear power, nuclear good, solar good. You don't have to run everything off fossil fuels. It's 2025. We have better solutions for this shit. And all right, folks, that is my Elon Musk section for tonight. And time for halftime. Please forgive me for this very quick commercial. Hey, you guys know what Patreon is? God damn it, perfect hair, Dusty. But you shut your fucking mouth. If you click on the more button, it didn't pop up. God damn it, I'm going to listen to myself again. We have better solutions for this shit. Shut up, Dusty. God damn it. Anyway, if you click the more button, it'll pop down. I promise it happens. And the very first link is to my Patreon. Could you click that and see what happens? You'll fucking love it. And it takes you to my Patreon account. Could you sign up for my Patreon? Look. It sucks ass to have to ask you for money. It kills my soul each time I have to ask. But you know what? I have cute little motherfucking cats running around, dogs. I got all kinds of shit. I got lights. I got to keep on. So if you like my show, please consider chipping in $1 or $2, $10, $100, $1 million, whatever you got, and help the world's greatest show. And not only that, but you get access to all the after parties, which takes place directly after this show. It's another video I do for the superheroes that support me. It starts here tonight. It goes all the way down to here. It's literally better than this stupid fucking piece of shit program I'm doing right now. So get your ticket and tune in to the after party. And thank you in advance. I love you. And all right, let's read the super chats and see how we're doing tonight. Rebecca Poise, I bet she's first, and I'm right. Someday I will get into the world of being a moderator. Man, what time are you off work? I'll do a special show at a special time just for you if you'll let me know, Rebecca. Thank you, Dusty. Thank you. Heaps of love, Rebecca, as always. One of the heroes keeping the show on the air. One ticket from Caleb Winnie. Thank you, Caleb. 5 from Mr. Anderson. Fuck yeah. Hello, Mr. Anderson. 1 from Mackie Furman. And 1 from Jason Ashby. Hell yeah. Hey, if you got a ticket, please give these heroes your love. And also, if you want a ticket, you got to show up live to get one. We do this show every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Live, live, live. Fuck yes, live, baby. So if you're here, they give them out randomly, and we have an incredibly generous audience that gives tickets away like it ain't fucking shit. So show up and get your ticket to all the after parties. You're going to love it. And I got 70 Czars. I don't know what it is, but I love it. I'm angry at you, Dusty. I don't blame you. I'm the worst. I was going to continue listening to chapter 1, but it was not there. But now it is. So you're forgiven. Yeah, it's a different voice. I changed the voice. What do you think of the new voice, Shaw? So now the first chapter has an American voice, but the other 9 chapters have some British motherfucker talking, and I probably ain't going to change that shit because nobody gives an F, y'all. So whatever, universe, I did my part. If you enjoy that story that everybody fucking loves 100%, go listen to it today. And thank you. Hope you enjoy it, Miss Cosmos. I am 2 Flycam. Found out this great new Chud song, Dusty. Fuck yeah, we did it. What are the chances Trump expires in office for 2028? 0, because that'd be too good. Do you think he avoids any hot wars with Iran or China? Fuck, I don't know. I think we're all doomed, but hopefully I'm wrong. Thank you, I am 2 Fly. And Cecil Process. More Perfect Union did an expose on how much grok pollutes Memphis, Tennessee. Now it's worst air pollution in the nation. Musk plans to do it in more cities. Yeah, I'm not for that, folks. I'm not for it. We have much better solutions. Also, we're going to have like a fusion before too long. I'm for the fusion, baby. AI is going to help us create that. You're delusional. And Grumpy Corey, $2. What up, Fark Fascism? I'm with you. Fark it in the ass. I am 2 Fly Cam, $2. Did you watch Andor? I did, of course. Anything about a revolution, baby, I'm there with bells on. Agent Orange, $25. Very generous. I'm late. I'm buying my Dusty love as always. You know how this works. Total forgiveness. On account of me being a hoe bag. Venture Van, $20. Seems to be more of a positive news cycle. Russia is losing. Trump is losing. ICE is getting scared. Public might be waking up in its glory as, hey, I kind of agree with you a little bit. Everything is fucking terrible all the time, but there are some positive signs, especially in the Free Palestine section coming up. People do seem 2 years late to be waking up a little bit, so we're going to get to that. Thank you, Venture Van. Code James, toot toot! As always, super toots to Code. Everybody, give your big toots to Code James. Love you, Code. Good to see you tonight. Anthony Cannon, $5. Our Nuremberg trials are going to be lit. Unfortunately, that's never going to happen because we never hold anybody responsible in this country, especially the ultra wealthy. So whatever, universe. It sucks. Thank you, Anthony. BBC, $10. Sorry I'm late. You get a pass. As always, you get a hall pass. You know what I mean? Wink, BBC. Sedona Rose, $5. Do you like Ozempic? I am considering. You mean Ozempic? Yeah. So I got a year. So first of all, I'm not on Ozempic, technically. I'm on semaglutide or something. I don't know how you pronounce it. Semaglutide. So basically, it's the active ingredient in Ozempic, but it's not exactly the same thing. I take pill form. Now, the shots are Ozempic and Wegovy too. They're the 2 shots, and they work better than the pills do, but the pills still work. So I got me a 6-month supply of Ozempic for free from Mexico. Long story, you guys heard it. Anyway, so what I'm doing is I'm taking half a pill a day. I'm microdosing it, so it lasts me a year. And that shit works. It does work. It definitely cuts off your hunger. Incredibly suppresses your appetite. So if you want to lose weight, do it. Why not? It's a pill now. Science has fixed that shit. Might as well get on it. Kate Morgan, $5. Thanks for all your hard work from the Conejo Valley in Southern California. Fuck yeah, I love me some California. And I love you. Good to see you tonight, Katie. Smoky Stew, delicious as shit. And give somebody a free ticket. Thank you, Smokey. Angry Hairpiece, you know what they say. Everything's dumber in Texas. Yep, everything's bigger in Texas, especially the dipshits. Nocturnal Bash, $5. What up? High five to you, Nocturnal Bash. Swaggering Cat, I love you. The Pharaohs hereby dub Elon the Grim Tweaker. I love it. That's mine now. They send their regards, Scritches to them. And Comrade, $20. Hey, Dusty, I don't know if you heard of him, but Patty McCory, you're getting ahead of me. That's coming up in the Heroes section. You know I saw that. Love the show. I love you, Comrade. Thank you for supporting it. Bob, 5,000 times 320 million is chump change. Love you in the chat. I don't even know what we're talking about, but love you back. 10! Get them 10! Huge tickets from Loki. That's the fucking way to do it. Some superhero shit. Thank you, Loki. Don't kill your brother. But rock on, buddy. And BBC, 10 more tickets from BBC. God damn it. My audience is so fucking generous. You know what they want? They want everybody to come hang out with me on the after party because they know the after party is actually better than this piece of shit show I'm doing right now. So if you got your ticket, and a bunch of you did, check the community section of YouTube and join me on tonight's after party coming up directly after this show. And love you guys, and thank you everybody who donated tonight. And you know what? There's still plenty of time to do so. I'm going to read all the super chats at the end of the show, so get them in early and often. But now, folks, no. So I only had 2 what the fucks tonight. In fact, I didn't have any, but I forced a couple things into the what the fuck category because I made a new what the fuck intro, and it sucks ass. So this is temporary because this is so bullshit. But ladies and gentlemen, I give you the worst what the fuck intro ever. I apologize for this.
What the F?
What the F? Let's watch that. We got to watch it one more time. We cannot live unless we watch that one more time. So let's pay attention to what's going on in this ultra amazing what the fuck intro. So aliens and dinosaurs are attacking ghosts, and the ghosts just make that guy blink out of nothing, and then
What the F?
What the F? Perfect, 10 out of 10, no notes. Best intro ever. It's a keeper. And first up, you guys see this one? Mount Etna just erupted on Sicily, sending tourists running. Yeah, run, idiots! What are you doing? You're not supposed to be there. What is wrong with you? You want to die? That's how you die. Do you guys not know about Pompeii? Motherfuckers were jacking it. The next thing you know, they were turned to stone like Medusa or some shit. Don't fucking go there. Good God. And then one more on the what the fuck. Did you guys hear about this waking nightmare? I know some people are going to freak out about this. Apparently 250 million bees escaped as a truck overturned in Washington State yesterday. And holy God, I've seen horror movies exactly like this. I'm pretty sure somebody is fired as fuck. I guess it'd be good for the flowers and shit. Pollination for everybody. I know where to go if I want some fucking honey.
I only got my phone to work with my gloves.
Yikes! Terrifying. And that is my what the fuck for this evening. And I know what you're thinking. Can I please see the what the fuck intro again? Your wish is my command.
What the F?
Perfect! Yes! Yes! So proud. And, all right. What you guys got to say about that? Good God, y'all! Sound just like me. 10-10, oof. I'm with you on that one. Iron lungs. That is an intro. That was something. Something happened. You got to admit, it was what the fuck. Okay, maybe not the best way. Maybe not in the way I intended. But in a way. And you got to count that. And, all right, let's move along, folks. Oh, I brought this section back. By popular demand, I'm going to start doing this again, folks. Once again, the Dusty Show coming back. It was going to die. And I was like, fuck no. Resurrection time. We got to resuscitate this bitch. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you the new Woke Panic intro. You're going to love it. Here we go. Whoa, 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 Woke Panic. Yeah, cry your eyes out, you little whiny bitch. Sashay away. And first off, on tonight's Woke Panic, you guys get the reference? Did you get it? That's Florida Governor Ron DeSantis. He's going to kill woke dad. He's always crying about the shit. You guys want to see that again? I know you do. You're like, can I see that again one more time, please? Sure. There he is. There he is. Beautiful. It's beautiful. All right. And first off, on tonight's Woke Panic. Apparently it's Pride Month again. And of course, Chud's got to freak the fuck out for no goddamn reason. Now they're mad at Checks Notes Sesame Street. Because why wouldn't they be? Sesame Street drew fire on social media Sunday for celebrating Pride Month, the latest firestorm. So basically they put out this. Oh no, it's people getting along and living in harmony and peace. Can't fucking have that. Christians are beside themselves. So lots of mean tweets. Lips of TikTok, who is a hate account paid for by Elon Musk. Parents beware, Sesame Street is grooming your kids, says the woman who literally is okay that you take your kids to youth pastors all day long. Sesame Street has never groomed a kid. It's just so fucking stupid. These are the same people that for years complained about whiny snowflakes, that complain that the left blows everything out of proportion and always whines about every little thing, literally whining about puppets 24 hours a goddamn day. Not to miss a beat, Bald Tim Pool, the most insecure bald man on the planet. My kid. Oh, let me do it in his voice. My kid won't be watching this gay shit. Yeah, who gives a fuck, dude? You little squeaky bitch. Has there ever been a bigger fucking pussy than Tim Pool? Need a near-death experience to get your priorities in straight. Imagine giving a fucking shit about any of this. And then they're always trying to make gay people look so cool. And I don't know why you guys are doing this. You know you're shooting yourself in the foot. Lawrence Fox, Pride Month, Pride Month, Pride Month, demon, and oh my God, please stop. Stop trying to make Pride Month and Pride Parades look cool. Okay, look, I'll be honest with you guys. I've been to a Pride Parade before. I went to a Pride Parade in Denver, and I did not like it. It was boring. It was just a bunch of gay guys dancing around. If I wanted to see that, I'd go to church. And now you're trying to make me love it. Stop already. Don't threaten me with a good time, Christians. And this is the new controversy they're all freaking out about. Apparently, there's an actress whose name is Hunter Schafer. And they're being eyed to play Princess Zelda in a new live-action version of Legend of Zelda. Now, obviously, that's a bad idea because live-action movies are fucking terrible. Don't tell Lilo and Stitch that. They just made like $500 million. Doesn't matter. And anyway, it don't fucking matter. Hey, what if Zelda was a girl? Imagine that. That'd be weird. They should try that sometime. Anyway, I looked at this and I was like, why are people mad? She looks exactly like Zelda. You couldn't pick somebody that looked more fucking like Zelda than she does. Apparently she's trans. I had no idea. I should have known. That's what they're mad about. But she's a trans woman. And who gives a shit? She literally looks exactly like Zelda. They could not pick somebody that looks more like Zelda to be Zelda. But it doesn't matter. Chuds are freaking the fuck out because you can't have a trans people employed anywhere. I remember these people. So there was a debate not long ago about whether Hollywood should hire non-gay actors to play gay parts, and whether Hollywood should hire non-trans actors to play trans characters. And the prevailing wisdom, especially among conservatives, was, what the fuck are you talking about, Willis? It's acting. The whole point is to act like people that you're fucking not. And a lot of actors agree too. We all agree. I even agree with that, right? I agree. That's the way it should be. But apparently that doesn't apply to trans people. Because even if you look exactly like the character, you still can't get the job if you're trans, because it's not about logic. It's not about reason. It's not about consistency. It's about bigotry and hatred. It's always been that fucking way. And it can't be more obvious. And so they're freaking out about it. Who should be cast as Princess Zelda? A biological man or a biological woman? First off, this is the worst actress ever. Please don't hire her to play any part. I don't care how big her boobs are. I would obviously pick the one that looks like Zelda. Who gives a shit? What's wrong with you guys? Oh, you're fucking bigots. I totally understand. And then, just to show you how inconsistent these people are, to show you how it's all about bigotry. So here is Star Wars timeline. So someone says Hunter Schafer is reportedly being eyed to play Princess Zelda. So Star Wars timeline guy, perfectly reasonable response at first. I don't know the actress, but her elvish features definitely fit the part. That was literally 100% my thought. That's what anybody who has any consistency would think. She looks exactly like it. Fine. So here he is a couple hours later. Who should play Princess Zelda? A brave, beautiful, bold, prolific, charming, talented man, Hunter Schafer, or an actress? Yeah, suddenly she's trans, so can't have her play the part. I've totally changed my mind. The fact that she looks exactly like the part has no bearing anymore. These people ain't about shit. Speaking of which, here's the New York Post, horrible right-wing rag. Pure evil transgender woman who viciously stabbed postal worker to death in New York City deli, sentenced to 15 years. That's right. Evil trans woman. But I'm starting to notice that they have no consistency, that they're a bunch of hypocrites, because when Kyle Rittenhouse killed somebody that attacked him, he was a hero. Every time anybody on the right attacks a person on the left or anybody they don't like and kills them, it's self-defense. They're fine with it. But this woman who was attacked by this guy, apparently, and defended herself, she basically said, hey, don't punch me again or I'll stab you. And then he fucked around and he found out. And I gotta say, this is 100% what I do, folks. I've said this over and over and over again. I do not want to hurt anybody. I 100% don't want to stab anybody. But if you attack me violently, You get stabbed. That's just what happens to you. You made that decision, not me. Sucks to be you. You know what I would have done? I wouldn't have attacked me. There's a penalty for that. So stabby, stabby. So yeah, he was hitting her and calling her slurs, but it doesn't matter, folks. You're not allowed to defend yourself if you're trans or black, by the way. Pure evil, Hodges had struck Cruz at least 3 times during the Delhi fight before she stabbed him, she claimed. I told him, you come to me and I'll kill you. Cruz told investigators, no motherfuckers are going to put their hands on me no more. He tried to mess with me because I am trans and I poked him, Cruz said. So, yep. I definitely agree with that. And while we're at it, I know you guys want to see my knife trick since we talk about this every time we talk about this subject. So we're going to do it one more time. The best self-defense weapon in the world, $20. I got it from Knife. So this is my automatic knife. This finger goes here. You keep your hand up and you put it in here. It goes in your pocket. So as you're pulling it out of your pocket, it catches on and it automatically opens immediately in your hand and you're ready to stab immediately. So some dirty ass motherfucker walks up to you. I gotta put it in my pocket first. Slide this motherfucker in my pocket. There we go. Some dirty ass motherfucker walks up to you. All you do is you need to back the fuck up. You need to back the fuck up right the fuck now, motherfucker. Instant weapon. Pretty cool. And all right. Don't put your hands on me, guys. Don't do it. And then on Woke Panic. Oh, yeah. Imagine blaming everybody else for your problems. That's conservatism 101, dude. They cannot take responsibility for anything. So they know they're a giant piece of fucking shit. They know they've abandoned all the morals they ever claimed to believe in, all the positions that they ever claimed to believe in to follow Donald Trump. They know that's true, but they can't take responsibility for it. So they got to blame somebody else for it because it can't be their fault. A case in point, this guy who's going to blame everybody else on earth because he has no moral consistency.
Why are men being pushed farther to the right? I don't know. Maybe because for the last 20 years, basically my entire life.
Let me redo it. Why are young men going to the far right, he asked.
Why are men being pushed farther to the right? I don't know. Maybe because for the last 20 years, basically my entire life, the left has done nothing but tell me that men aren't shit, men ain't worth shit, men don't contribute anything, men create toxic environments, men are evil, men create all the problems in the world, etc., etc., etc. And then you expect...
Like, literally none of that is fucking true. Let's go back and break through this. Let's break this down one by one. This fucking lie, this whiny bullshit he's using to justify his own stupidity and trashhood.
Why are men being pushed farther to the right? I don't know. Maybe because for the last 20 years, basically my entire life, the left has done nothing but tell me that men aren't shit.
Nobody's saying that. No one says men aren't shit. I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Now, men that aren't shit aren't fucking shit. There's a lot of men that aren't fucking shit, and they should be called out. But no one is saying that all men aren't shit. That is something you made up so you can play the fucking victim because you're a whiny little piss baby who's got to blame everybody else for your fucking problems, you fucking jackwagon.
Men aren't shit. Men ain't worth shit. Men don't contribute anything. Men create...
Literally, no one says that.
Toxic environments.
Okay, toxic masculinity does create toxic environments, but no one is saying all masculinity is toxic. In fact, just the fucking opposite.
Men are evil. Men create all the problems in the world.
No one is saying that. You're just making that up.
Etc., etc., etc.
Okay.
And then you expect me to want to be a part of that party still.
So just straw man to justify the fact that you're a giant sack of fucking shit who has abandoned anything you ever pretend to believe in. Good God. What a fucking pussy. Sack up, wuss. And last but not least, on Woke Panic. Brothers and sisters over in Dubai want us to know, do you want to know why Dubai is so successful? We don't have wokeness over here. Hey, that's why, folks. Hey, it has literally nothing to do with the fact that they have tons of oil, right? That the West is addicted to oil. That modern capitalism runs off oil. It has nothing to do with that, folks. It's because they're not woke. And like I needed another reason not to go over to that backwoods inbred hellhole. Thank you for giving me another reason to stay away, you fucking dickhead. And that is my Woke Panic for tonight. What do you guys think? You guys like the new intro? Cry harder, noob. And all right, folks, move right along. You guys know what I did? You're going to hate it. I made a new Trash World intro, and it's even worse than the What the Fuck intro. I know. You're like, how could you possibly have made something worse than that fucking giant sack of shit? Hey, somehow life finds a way. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the horrible, ridiculous, temporary new Trash World intro. I apologize. Where the fuck is it? Where the fuck is it? It ain't even on here. What the? Oh, here it is.
Trash world, everything sucks all of the time. Trash, W-O-R-L-D.
Hey, at least it's honest. Everything does suck all the time, especially that fucking intro. That was the worst. Hey, AI should feel bad about that. I'm fine. AI, I'm ashamed of you. And no, John Redcorn dead. Not John Redcorn. Jonathan Jaws. He was also on Parks and Recreation. Another great show. You never seen it? The voice of John Redcorn in King of the Hill has sadly passed away at the age of 59 after being fatally shot by his neighbor, TMZ reports. Had a great voice, seemed like a good guy, but according to his husband, it was a hate crime. I'm going to read you now. I don't know if this is true or not. This is just what his husband said. Statement from Tristan Kern D. Gonzalez, husband of Jonathan Jaws. My husband, Jonathan Jaws, and I were involved in a shooting while checking the mail at the site of our former home. That home was burned down after over 2 years of threats from people in the area who repeatedly told us they would set it on fire. We reported these threats to law enforcement multiple times and nothing was done. Throughout that time, we were harassed regularly by individuals who made it clear they did not accept our relationship. Much of the harassment was openly homophobic. When we returned to the site to check our mail, we discovered the skull of one of our dogs and its harness placed in clear view. This caused both of us severe emotional distress. We began yelling and crying in response to the pain of what we saw. While we were doing this, a man approached us. He started yelling violent homophobic slurs at us. He then raised a gun from his lap and fired. Jonathan and I had no weapons. We were not threatening anyone. We were grieving. We were standing side by side when the man fired. Jonathan pushed me out of the way. He saved my life. Jonathan is my husband. He gave me more love in our time together than most people ever get. We were newlyweds. We picked Valentine's Day. We were in the process of looking for a trailer and planning our future. He was murdered by someone who could not stand the sight of two men loving each other. I was with him when he passed. I told him how much he was loved. To everyone who supported him, his fans, his friends, know that he valued you deeply. He saw you as family. My focus now was on protecting Jonathan's legacy and honoring the life we built together. If your concern is how someone coped with trauma and how loudly they speak when recounting injustice and being ignored by authorities, then you never truly cared about my husband. Jonathan saved my life. I will carry that forward. I will protect what he built. So, I mean, that's an incredibly fucking sad and disturbing story. I've noticed that I haven't seen, like, the Trump administration out there calling this terrorism like they did about the guy who threw a couple Molotov cocktails at people who didn't fucking die. I guess if you're a Zionist, your burns are more important than human life, because that's the planet we live in. And yes, rest in peace, John Redcorn. Hey, do your people even celebrate Thanksgiving? We did once. Love me some John Redcorn, even though he's a cheating hoe. You stay away from Nancy. And then I'm starting to think that kid is not Dale's, y'all. I don't know. I don't want to cast aspersions, but I'm starting to think not his kid. Did you guys see this one? Apparently somebody snuck a cell phone out of North Korea. This is why Trump loves North Korea so much, folks. This is what he's trying to turn America into, a little mini North Korea. This is what they found out in this phone that they smuggled from North Korea.
We've got hold of this phone that was smuggled out of North Korea last year, and it shows some of the surprising lengths the regime is now going to censor information. North Korea blocks information from outside the country, and these phones don't have access to the internet. But South Korean TV shows are being smuggled over the border to try to show North Koreans how rich South Korea is and how much freedom people have here, to try to undermine the regime. Now, Kim Jong-un has banned these shows, and from this phone you can see that he's now also blocking people from using popular South Korean words. Look what happens when I type in the word oppa. This word literally means older brother in Korean.
Crazy.
But people here in South Korea now use it as slang to refer to their boyfriends as well.
I'll be oppa.
When I enter it, it automatically changes to the word comrade.
What?
And I get this warning. It says, this word can only be used to describe your siblings. Now look what happens if I type in the word for South Korea, which is Namhan. It automatically changes it to puppet state, which is what the North calls the South.
Gulf
in this
of America.
folder, we can see that the phone is taking a screenshot every 5 minutes or so But the user can't open these files, only the authorities can, so they can see when people are looking at or sharing things that they're not supposed to.
Gundam style! Is that how that goes? And then, let's see if we got any more on the trash world. Was that it? Was that it? No, we got one more. Oh, no, I already did that one. That was in the wrong place. That was the Russian bombers burning because of the Green Goblin, Vladimir Zelensky, drone striking all of the planes, $7 billion in damage. That's not trash world. That's pretty based. And all right, that is my trash world for this evening. Fuck yeah. Fake as fuck. What's fake? You're fake. So basically just Facebook and Windows 11 pretty much. Gotta get banned, y'all. Yeah, they're both bad. Young South Korea men are voting far right. Well, then they get what they fucking deserve. Texas kills their children to measles. Nobody cares about children. Let's quit pretending, y'all. I quit pretending that a long fucking time ago. Open means boobs in the chat. Hell yeah. Now you're talking my language. And all right, we were along, folks. I did not make a new intro for religious bullshit yet. So those of you who love the original intro, rejoice. Religious bullshit. Religious bullshit. Your time is coming, religious bullshit intro. You too shall be replaced by evil AI. Time for religious bullshit. And folks, you're not gonna believe this. They finally caught one. And this time it was a youth pastor. What? Are you sure? A youth pastor? Oh my God. According to DPS, Sergeant Juan Gutierrez, Texas Rangers served a warrant and arrested 31-year-old Nathan Patrick Roach Friday, May 30th for child grooming, a third-degree felony. He was then booked. What? A youth pastor? That can't be right. Doubt. And that. Apparently, Trump's new federal judiciary nominee wants Christians to know that they're obliged to ethically impose their beliefs on others. That's right. Obliged, you must impose your belief on others. And hey, I'm actually for that, okay? I agree with you. As an atheist, I also agree that I am obliged to ethically impose my belief on you. So bring it, motherfucker. Let's see which one of us can impose our beliefs the hardest. Game on, slut. And that on religious bullshit. Monday motivational, y'all. Hey, y'all, some people are going to say this is a sure sign religious is a mental illness, right? Man, you're right. No way to argue with it.
Grab my arm, brother. Just grab a hold of that arm. Grab a hold of that arm. Ah! Sister, just grab a hold of that arm right there. Grab a hold, grab a hold, grab a hold, grab a hold, grab a hold.
It's literally an insane asylum.
When you open your heart to the anointing,
it's just a bunch of fucking crazy motherfuckers. Look at these people. Just it's so sad to watch these lonely, desperate people do whatever they think they have to be part of the in-group. No matter how fake, ridiculous, pathetic it is. But that's religion for you, baby. And oh no, what? No, I like this one. What the fuck? I want to show this son of a fucking bee. No, motherfucker. No. This it? All right, hell yeah. So anyway, I don't know if this is true or not, y'all. This says that this is what Gen Z is doing to try to promote Christianity. They're using AI to make Christian videos, and this is so cringe that even for Christianity, I'm wondering if this is a joke and it's satire, but it doesn't matter. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you the future of Christian outreach on the internet.
Yo, fam, they don't know that G-O-D is about to BRB.
These
Philistines thought they could flex on me. Big mistake. I just took some pre-workout and finna bring the house down.
Blow my brains out of the wall.
Your boy David here, about to yeet this little stone at Goliath and see what happens.
Okay, so I told y'all to trust the process. But no, y'all wanted to stay in Egypt stacking bricks.
Yo, it's Shadrach.
This random dude just showed up. It's getting lit in here.
I got the horses in the back. Horse tack is attached. Hat is matte black. Got the boots that's black to match.
Day 2 in the tomb. No Wi-Fi, no snacks. Just kind of waiting for God to respawn me.
You know I'm a daddy's boy. He's got me in this Technicolor drip. Brother's so jelly right now. They're looking a little sus.
I'm supposed to say that God got me pregnant? Yeah, there's no way my parents are buying this story.
All right, this guy's
satire. I would like to formally apologize to God.
That's some pedophilia.
The sailors and this whale. Sorry, dude. I just took a poop over there.
I took a poop too in my brain. Listen to that. And I'll change it later. It's fine. And last but not least, on religious bullshit. Folks, I actually died out laughing when I saw this clip. Now, we all know that Pastor Steven Anderson is one of the most evil men to ever live. But this even took me by surprise with how far he's willing to take the evil. It's so off the charts that it's literally fucking hilarious. Listen to this, folks.
I thought that when we get married, it's for better, for worse, for rich or for poor, in sickness and health, to love, cherish, and obey. And look, even if your marriage is messed up, you know what? You made your bed, lay in it. If you're married to a drunk, sorry, you're married to a drunk. If you're married to a pothead, sorry, you married a pothead. Okay? And you know what? I'm not saying that your husband should slap you down, but if your husband slaps you down and you call the cops, you're evil. Period. You're the one who's evil.
What?
Oh, you know, we're going to start hearing about all these horror stories coming out of the NIFB. You know, if I heard a story about a husband who slapped his wife down and she called the cops on him, that is a horror story.
Oh, my
what
God.
What an evil broad.
Uh-huh.
Quick, show me in the vows where it says you're going to
Yeah,
love.
hey, if your husband beat the shit out of you and you call the cops, so evil! You should have married this abusive sack of shit. You should have known he was going to beat you way ahead of time. Hey, you should have called Miss Cleo, use the Psychic Friends Network. Don't be evil. You just take that shit and learn to love it. And holy God, that's funny, sort of sad, ridiculous, disturbing, but funny. And all right, that is my religious bullshit. Hey, folks, get your super chats in. Gonna read all the rest of it at the end of the show, but we got a Free Palestine coming up, and a lot of these are good. Not all of them, but a lot of these are good. So don't bail out if it's too depressing for you. All right, let's go ahead and do it. I haven't made a new intro for this yet. So for now, it's still the same Free Palestine! Hell yeah. Oh, man. All right, let's jump into it. Gaza doctor whose 9 children were killed in Israeli strike dies from injury. So this is one of the hero doctors that was just saving lives. And so, you know, the terrorist state of Israel can't have that. They got to kill anybody who's trying to make things better, any of the heroes trying to save children and heal people. So not only did they target this guy to kill him, but they also killed his 9 children too. They killed them all. So when they tell you, hey, it's people that are shouting Free Palestine that are making Zionists and Israel less safe. No, it's not. No, it's not. It has nothing to do with that. I don't know if the guy that threw the Molotov cocktails out of the pro-Zionist rally day before yesterday, I don't know if that was a plan or not. But if it wasn't, if that guy's legit, this is why they're doing it, folks. It's because when people see shit like this, it drives some people fucking crazy. This doesn't make Israelis, Jewish people, Zionists safer. It makes you less safe. This is making you less safe, y'all. It's incredibly fucking obvious. If you can't stop doing this just because out of the decency of your own heart, at least do it for self-preservation. And imagine living in this society where terrorists are among you every day and they do everything they can do to make your life worse just for no fucking reason other than to just be evil, to try to make you fight back so they can kill you. Just driving through Palestine and see a roadside stand and let's just drive over it, destroy the whole fucking thing, because why not? Let's just make your life a hell. Make it to where you can't support yourself, so you can't support your family. So that you get so desperate you have to throw rocks at us, and then it gives us justification to murder you and your entire fucking family and steal your shit. That's what's happening, folks, and literally anybody who had an ounce of courage would fight back. We all would fight back in this situation, except for, of course, Destiny and Ethan Klein, of course. Ball Tim Pool, you know, the spineless little pussy-ass bitches, sacks of shit. Those motherfuckers wouldn't. Any of us would fight back. And now our elected representatives are trying to threaten Greta Thunberg because she dares try to feed hungry, starving children. This is Christianity in a nutshell, folks. So Greta Thunberg is trying to go over to Gaza and take aid to feed the masses of starving children over there. First off, this guy, Arsen Artovsky, is a human rights lawyer, folks. A human rights lawyer. He posts, oh, look, the little jihad Greta Thunberg is trying to get into Gaza to show solidarity with Hamas. It would be so sad if something were to happen to her flotilla. Literally threatening, joking about her being murdered. A human rights lawyer. Because human rights don't extend to anybody who's not a Zionist, folks. The rest of us, we're animals. We all deserve to get killed for trying to speak out against child murder. He wasn't the only one. Lindsey Graham, elected representative. Hope Greta and her friends can swim. Oh my, they might have to get killed, y'all, because they trying to save starving children. I hope she dies. Can't have them going over there and helping children. I'm a Christian, y'all. And yep, he is a Christian. This is the best representative of Christianity that you can have, folks. This is what it's all about, Christians. This is what you're associating yourself with. This is who you are. Learn to fucking love it. Oh, and also another human rights lawyer. This time it's Will Chamberlain. The Israelis could do the funniest thing. Yeah, hey. I can't finish what I want to say. But a Luigi wannabe could do the funniest thing, to be honest with you. You know? A lot of people could do some real fucking funny things. Will Chamberlain? It would be hilarious, wouldn't it? Meanwhile, they're going to make it illegal to speak out against Israel anymore. Here's Marco Rubio just letting us know that if you're a foreigner coming out of this country, you don't have the rights of free speech anymore to speak out against Israel. Now, you can speak out against America all day long. You can shit on America till the cows come fucking home, but don't you dare goddamn speak out against the genocide of the Palestinian people. Don't you goddamn speak out against the ethnic cleansing. That is not fucking allowed for the free speech absolutists in the free country of America.
Under President Trump, the United States will stand with the Jewish people.
Okay, first off, you're not helping the Jewish people. You're making them much, much less safe. You're making them a pariah state, and you're putting all their lives in danger by taking away our free speech rights for this.
Will stand with the Jewish people. We have implemented a vigorous new visa policy that will prevent foreign nationals from coming to the United States to foment hatred against our Jewish community.
Weird, isn't it? It's almost like we are ruled by a foreign government. People all the time tell me, Dusty, Israel doesn't rule us. We rule Israel. Then how come you can shit on America all you want to in this country, but you can't shit on Israel? Explain that to me if they don't fucking rule us.
We are holding international organizations and nations accountable for rhetoric against Israel that resurfaces in the manifesto of monsters, like Iran and Sarah's killer. But we do see an eventual light at the end of this long tunnel of suffering.
It does look like AI, but I'm pretty sure it's not. It's not AI, because he said this before. And this is literally their policy, too. So, not everything is AI, but hey, good on you. Good eye. You got to keep everything honest these days because you never fucking know. That's the only reason that I really think this show might survive, past the short term. Because, let's face it, AI is going to take over. Content is going to flood the internet. There's going to be too much content for people to watch. The only reason this show will survive, though, is that people need a human being to tell you which videos are AI and which are not AI. Somebody you can trust who won't lead you astray. And that's what I'm here for, baby. And, man, this is so frustrating, y'all. So you remember this guy, this smirking goddamn ghoul? One of the most evil sacks of shit who ever lived. For 2 years, the last 2 years, looked us in the eye and did everything he could to lie about Palestine and Gaza. And Matthew Miller, Joe Biden's spokesperson for Israel, who night after night gaslit us, kicked the can down the road, justified genocide. Well, now he's admitting the entire time he knew they were committing genocide, y'all. And he didn't speak out because it was his job not to. It was his job to help genocide. Speaking to Trump 100 podcast, Matthew Miller, who, as a State Department spokesman, was the voice and the face of the U.S. government foreign policy under Mr. Biden, revealed disagreements, tensions, challenges of former. In the wide-ranging conversation, he said it was without a doubt true that Israel has committed war crimes, that Israeli soldiers were not being held accountable, that there were disagreements all along the way about how to handle policy, and that he would have wanted to have a better candidate than Mr. Biden for the 2024 election. But this is what it's like when you have no soul, when you are evil, when you're a fucking demon. You will get out there and you will lie about child murder in order to justify it, in order to help the genocide and murder continue. And then when it's all said and done, you will try to distance yourself from it by claiming it was just your job. You know who else fucking said that? The Nazis at Nuremberg. You know what the fuck happened to them? The same goddamn thing I hope happens to you. You can't fucking get any more evil than these sacks of shit. And this is exactly why Joe Biden lost the presidency. This is why he got kicked out. It was because of Gaza, you fucking shitheads, you war criminals, you child murderers, and whatever fucking happens to you can't happen fucking fast enough. This is why I hate America, folks. Justified hate. And we're going to play in the after party a clip of him talking about all this shit if you want to see it for yourself. And then I mentioned earlier, folks, a lot of people think this is another inside job, another false flag operation from Mossad, from the IDF, just like they supposedly, some people think, did last week, where 2 workers at the Israeli embassy were shot to death. This gentleman took some Molotov cocktails and threw them at a pro-Israel rally. Nobody was killed, but a few people were burned. Of course, then he stood around to scream "Free Palestine" and wait for the police to arrest him. Here's a clip of some of the burning.
Stay.
And then here's the guy with his shirt off, this fucking psychopath, crazy person.
We're here. We can't do nothing about that. We can't do nothing.
Of course, taking your shirt off just makes you seem more fucking crazy. Just plays into the narrative that they want to spread, that the pro-Palestinian movement is dangerous and terroristic and should be shut down. This is exactly the type of thing they'll use to shut shows like this down, and shut Hassan Abbey down, and shut down peaceful protests. This does not help, okay? It doesn't fucking help. Now, whether this is a false flag operation or not, or whether this guy was just driven crazy by all the child murders, either way, it's the same fucking cause. Israel, the Zionism, the genocide is making you guys less safe. I'm sorry they're putting your lives in danger, but you should be speaking out against this while you fucking still can. And that, I'd love to see him get their comeuppance, folks. This guy standing out with a "Nuke Gaza" sign gets confronted by a counter-protester and then tries to snatch his phone out of his hand. Let's see how this goes with the old boomer.
Back up.
Yeah, what did we learn?
Hey!
What did we learn? Mistakes are made. Let's have a look at it again.
Back up.
Yep, took his phone, he took your manhood. And to be honest with you, these motherfuckers seem way too comfortable out there holding signs that say "Nuke Gaza." Out there holding signs that want people to murder children. Way too comfortable doing that shit. That's all I'm going to say about that. Then, even in Japan, Zionists got to show their ass, folks, because there's no part of this world where they will not be awful. Case in point, on the streets of Japan.
What's on the map? What are you fighting for?
76 years of establishment. Palestine doesn't exist.
It never will and it never has.
Israel is a fake state.
So why are you waving the flag?
Because Palestine is real, not Israel. She's not waving the Israeli flag. Anyway, trash goblins all over the world. But look, folks, they want to be hated. They're doing all this on purpose because their entire personality is wrapped up in other people disliking them and being the fucking victim. They don't know who to be unless they are the victim. So if somebody is not hating them, they have to make you hate them on purpose so they know who they fucking are. And nothing could be more fucking pathetic. And then to just show you what cowardly, spineless pussies these people are. So a bunch of these Zionists got up on a crosswalk over an overhang of the highway with their pro-genocide banners, their pro-Israeli banners. Then they fucked around and found themselves face to face with a pretty good shape pro-Palestinian protester. Let's watch him pussy out immediately. Look at that. Chicken shit. Look at these fucking pussies, goddammit. When it's not children they're murdering, no guts whatsoever. No balls. Look at that tiny dick. Look how scared he is. Oh my God, dude. What a fucking wuss. So pathetic. But that's every one of them. Zionists can only kill you from afar by blowing up your pager or shooting a missile at you. Face to face, they wuss out every goddamn way because there's not a spine between them. Exactly what you would think from the most evil, pathetic humans among us. And big ups to the heroes shouting down the latest Gal Gadot filming in London because she is a Zionist sack of crap. Free Palestine! Yep. No justice, no peace. Don't let her fucking film a goddamn second. If you want to hire these terrorists to work on your movies, even though she's one of the worst actresses to ever fucking live, then you deal with the delays, you deal with the setbacks, you deal with the financial overruns. Fuck Gal Gadot. Fuck Zionism. Free Palestine. And folks, things are changing though. As was said earlier in the super chats, a lot of bad shit going on, but there is some reason to be optimistic these days. Might be 2 years too late, but a lot of people are coming out of the woodwork now to support Palestine, to attack Israel, to attack Zionism. Now, yes, I was on it from fucking day one, took a lot of shit, lost a lot of fucking support. I was a fucking, I guess you'd call me an anti-Israeli hipster. I hated Israel before it was cool, baby, but like being early and take the slings and arrows makes it easier for people in the future to jump on board. Makes it more socially acceptable, lights the path. And now lots of people are jumping on board. Some people that might even surprise you. I know the last one really surprised me. But first off, this guy who has 1.6 million followers on Instagram, shit like this popping up everywhere. You can't stop this new movement.
أديني على أرض تلاقيني أنا لأهلي أنا فديهم أنا دمي فلسطيني 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 أنا دمي فلسطيني أديني على أرض تلاقيني
And the last one surprised me a little bit. Now, this man is one of the worst humans to ever live, and just because he is now speaking out in favor of the Palestinian people slightly does not absolve him for all the evil he has done. Should not take away one iota of karma this guy is due. But ladies and gentlemen, it's wild. I give you Tucker Carlson.
Congressman Randy Fine of Florida, and he said this the other day on Fox News last week. Quote, in World War II, we did not negotiate a surrender with the Nazis. We did not negotiate a surrender with the Japanese. We nuked the Japanese twice in order to get unconditional surrender. That needs to be the same here in Gaza. There is something deeply wrong with this culture, and it needs to be defeated. So we're going to nuke Gaza because of its culture. We're going to kill everybody because we want the culture, which, by the way, lots of Christians in Gaza, Muslims in Gaza.
Just innocent people in
Fuck
Gaza.
off, Zionists.
Of course, but like to say there's some like Gazan culture that's cohesive. It's like, what? But we're going to kill them all because we don't like their culture. And so I didn't believe that was real. I didn't really think he was a member of Congress. So I texted a friend of mine in Congress, is this really a member of Congress? Yes. I don't even know what to say to that, but that, first of all, it's evil. But how can you say something like that and not get expelled from Congress? How can that person be a member of the Republican?
Crazy! Even goddamn Tucker Carlson being based a little bit on this topic. And yes, Pasquale Masseri, Zionists get banned instantly. No one's going to argue with you. You have no power here. You have no fucking voice. It's instant silence. You are the scum of the fucking planet. You're not welcome here. No Zionist is welcome here. Nobody is going to let you speak your mind. No one is going to let you use my platform to spread bullshit. Instant deletion. Go fuck yourself. You are my enemy. You will be the enemy to the fucking day I die. I don't want to entertain you. Don't watch my show. Unalive yourself. And that is my Free Palestine for this week. I will. Instant banning. No argument. I don't even read your fucking message. No one is going to give you the goddamn time of day. You don't deserve it. You deserve to be shunned. You deserve to know that you are an abhorrent sack of shit. You deserve to be lonely. You deserve to live the rest of your life by your fucking self, knowing you're not accepted in polite society because you're a monster, you're a demon, and whatever the fuck happens to you, good. I will celebrate it, motherfucker. And all right, I ain't telling them to change their ways. It's not my fucking job to tell you not to root for the mass murder of fucking children. If you're not decent enough to come up without your fucking on, die brutally in fucking pain. I will cheer your death every goddamn step of the way. I will make fun of you. I will mock your goddamn death and be happy about it. Fuck you. Free Palestine. And all right, move right along, folks. Get your super chats in. We got a couple Beyond parodies and a couple of heroes, and the show's over. So last chance, almost going into overtime. It's time for... Where it is. There it is. Beyond parody. Death to Zionism, man. First off, on tonight's Beyond parody. So I don't know if the description of this video is true or not. I have no idea. This could be fake. I don't know. But I'm going to pretend like it's real because I want to, and it's funny as fuck. So the title says that this gentleman was driving down the street and told these black people they need to leave the neighborhood. And then while he was doing that, he doubled back to harass them again, and he ended up hitting somebody's car. And so the black people start trolling and telling them that he needs to leave in a real high-pitched mocking voice in order to make fun of him. And this dude flips the fuck out. Watch this beautiful meltdown.
You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave. You need to leave.
What a psycho. He's literally headbutting his own car. Talk about anger management issues. Holy God. This is 100% a Trump supporter.
You need to leave.
Look at this emotional child. This fucking toddler.
You need to leave.
Hurt yourself. Hurt your fist in your head, dummy. That'll show them.
You need to leave.
What a psycho. Good God. Calm down, dude. You got a fucking heart attack. And, all right, one more, folks. And holy shit, talk about a Beyond parody. Another one that's hard to believe is true, folks, but apparently this is true. So, valedictorian at Harvard was doing an interview. The interview was about how people in America are starting to come together, about how we're trying to find a unity and oneness and put our differences aside. As she's talking about that, two old American men are fighting each other in the background. Can't make this shit up.
The message itself is, if I have to put it into one sentence, it would be humanity rises and falls as one. I think we are living in a very difficult time. There's a lot of divisions in terms of ideas, ethnicities, identities, and I think this is a time where we can use a little bit more moral imagination and imagine ourselves being connected.
We're so connected.
One another.
All the connection, y'all. Just fuck.
Yeah, I think, well, it's particularly important because there's a lot going on outside Harvard, the conflict, the geopolitical tensions. And especially important in Harvard because students can be very emotionally charged.
Kumbaya, my lord. What a perfect representation for America. Asian valedictorian talking about how we all need to come together while two old American boomers punching each other in the face in the background. Love it. Mwah, mwah, mwah. 3 chef kiss delicious. Fuck yeah. And I'm back, baby. And all right. Got one more hero. One more hero. One heroes section coming up. I actually got 2 heroes in the hero section, but 3 total posts. So last time you get super chats in, do a little overtime. So if you like overtime, reward me for overtime. Who loves overtime? But let's finish you guys off with a happy ending as usual. It's time for some heroes. And today's the day. And first off on the heroes list is Baby No Money. You guys know what Baby No Money is? So I'll be honest with you. I've been listening to Baby No Money's music for 7 or 8 years now. I actually like a lot of his songs. A lot of his songs are catchy and pretty good. He's like a rapper. My favorite song he sings is probably No Way Jose with the Wavy Gravy. That's a real person. I didn't make that name up. And anyway, for some reason, I've always hated his guts. He seems like a really cool guy. He seems like he's talented and good at what he does. And he seems like he's really nice and decent. But I hate everybody. So I don't know why I hate him, but I do. But anyway, he's a good guy. And I'm just a dickhead for no fucking reason. So anyway, he made a video that had Asmongold in it. You know Asmongold, he's the most popular right-wing influencer in the world. The guy that doesn't bathe or shower and lives with roaches and makes millions of dollars spreading right-wing talking points while he plays video games. Anyway, he made a video with Asmongold in it, and he didn't know who Asmongold was, I guess. Then he found out, and so he censored Asmongold out of his fucking video. Here, yeah, censoring Asmongold, fucking hero shit. And he said, at the time of recording, I was unaware of certain individuals' ethical beliefs. As a result, I've chosen to censor those whose values I do not support. Additionally, all funds generated by this video will be donated to the PCRF. Hell yeah! That's the way I like it, baby. And pretty good. I'm just kidding about hating him. He's actually, as far as rappers go, he's pretty good. He also sings that song, what is it? About Canada. Cha-cha-cha, I don't know. Anyway, go check Baby No Money out if you never heard of that dude before. And last but not least on the heroes, what's this guy's name? His name is Paddy McCoy. You guys know who Paddy McCoy is? So Paddy McCoy is a mixed martial arts fighter. Irishman who was apparently fighting an IDF soldier, somebody who proudly supports and represents Israel. And Paddy giving no fucking quarter to these terrorists. This is what hero shit is like, y'all. So this is the terrorist he's fighting. There he is, little baby killer. And he fucking destroys this guy. Whoop his ass. And it's kind of heartening to see how many people shared this shit. This went super viral everywhere because, like, literally every fucking body hates Israel now. They're the pariah state of the world. Everybody loves it when their athletes get whooped. And so as this guy's drilling this baby killer in the face, as he's elbowing him in the fucking nose, he's saying, "Fuck you, free Palestine." Watch this king shit.
Free Palestine! McCoy addressing his fans at K-side.
Get his ass. Fuck you. That's right. Fuck you, you terrorist sack of shit.
And it's over.
Learn to love it. This is how the whole world sees you. The whole world celebrates when you get your ass whipped. Because Israel is not making you people more safe. Hey, and I guess you guys can fuck around and find out. You get what you goddamn deserve in the long run. And that is my heroes tonight. And folks, we did another amazing episode. You know, I realized this morning, that somewhere along the way, I stopped saying at the end of every show, logic, fuck yes. Remember, every show for like years, I ended with logic, fuck yes. And then one day, I had no idea why. I just forgot to do it. And then I never remembered again. That's crazy. Anyway. Folks, if you bail out, please hit the like button. Least you can do. Please go check out my Patreon. Sign up for my Patreon. Please help me out. I need your help. And you get access to all the after parties. After party starts here tonight. Got a bunch of good stuff. So come join me. And if you got your ticket, check the community section of YouTube for tonight's after party coming up next. And all right, let's read the super chats. And then we'll do a quick kitty party. Do I have? Yeah, I got some kitty treats. I don't know how many cats are here tonight. We got the NWO in here, the New World Order. So we'll see who shows up. Eduardo Hernandez. Hey, leave a comment. If you're watching the replay, leave a comment, please. Hit the button, leave a comment, hit the like button, share the video, all of it. Do all the things. You know how it works. Eduardo Hernandez, $20. Hey, thumbs up. Hey, logic, fuck yes. Eduardo Hernandez. Hey, Sandus, 9010, $2. Thanks, appreciate you. AI is interesting at all, but keep the audio for religious bullshit, as it's creative and cool. Images too. All right, but I've been doing it for like 7 years. Don't I have to eventually mix things up a little bit, spice it up so the show doesn't get stale? I don't know. That's what I'm thinking, y'all. Jason Ashby, that ticket. Fuck yeah. If you got that ticket from Jason Ashby, give him your love. The Furious, you got it. Coach A, fuck yeah, Cole. Love you. $10 shit at that party. There was a witness that had dropped them off. It was a hate crime. His husband is trans man too. All right. Well, I hope they try them for terrorism. I'm sure they fucking won't, though. I'm 63 today. Fuck yeah. Happy birthday, Rox. Happy birthday, dear Rox 1SML. Fuck yeah. Hey, welcome to the Dust Buddies and Metametheus. Spam that chat with impunity, you fucking hero. 10 tickets from Superhero BBC. Appreciate you, BBC. And here we go. Just what you guys were waiting for. I know this is what everybody was waiting for tonight. Boom! Kitty party for the kittens. So stinking cute, you're gonna fucking die. Yeah, here we go, baby. These little assholes. This was the one that got my face. And this one, look how little she is. This one's already fucking tiny. And then we got one even smaller somehow. Thank you, BBC. Thank you, Loki. I think I already got these. I appreciate you guys for donating that. You fucking rock. And all right. Let's see if these little motherfuckers want some treats. Back here. All right. You guys want some treats? You guys want some treats, you little cute little motherfuckers? You cute little sacks of shit. Look at these little motherfuckers. All right, there you go. There you go. Treats for everybody at a tonight's kitty party. Hey, folks, join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 8 p.m. Central, 9 Eastern, for another episode of America's finest one-man show. It's the Dusty Show coming at you. And Logic, fuck yes, fuck yeah. Free Palestine, Lizzie Bennett, you fucking rock. And tonight I'm going to play a song. I'm not sure if I've ever played the song on the show. This is Merge, an original song. What are you doing? Oh, you hurt your... Oh, I got Mr. Penguin over here. He got a hurt tooth. Well, quit eating that then, dummy. Don't do that. Whatever you doing. Oh, poor boy. I'm about to take you to the vet. I'm about to take this boy to the vet. Poor thing. I'm sorry, buddy. He chewed down on some treats, and he's all fucking hurting, y'all. Merge! An original song. This is on my, my Spotify. Dusty Smith on Spotify. This is Merge. And love the shit out of you guys! I'll see you on Wednesday. Good night, everybody. Logic, fuck yes.
In the flow, pull, let it go, fade to the stream, break through the seam, merge, one converge.
after party coming up. No after party link on Patreon? What? God damn it. I don't know why it's not sticking. I'll fix it. I see the link on both of it. It's weird. I'm not really sure what you're talking about because I see the link. Switch over now.
Imagine if a bottle of
shut
Pure
up,
Life
goddamn
could help millions of people
Spotify.
in
Don't play
need
a
of.
commercial on my fucking show. Oh, no, you don't. Not today, Satan.